what's up everybody? Welcome to the final episode of Bowhunt or Die Season 9. And we've got another good one for you guys. We've got Paul Morrison, who shoots an awesome late season buck in Ohio after a very trying season for him. Goes out and actually shoots a late season buck in the morning, which is something you don't see very often. And then we are going to check in with Clinton Fawcett, who, as always, is chasing a big buck late season in Illinois. Last year he was able to connect. This year, well, you're just going to have to watch and find out. So let's check out these hunts now.
Good morning, folks, and welcome to Southeastern Ohio. It's a beautiful morning. It's cold. It's about 19 degrees. It took a long time to get up here. I brought a lone wolf and my sticks, and I put up a tree stand on this knoll that we've been getting some pictures of a couple good bucks that had been coming back and through around this. Well, it was kind of a hill and then a saddle through here. So I set my stand on the downwind side of this saddle. And this morning, before daylight, or before legal shooting light, I had a buck come through, and I think he was the big 8-point that I'm here to try to kill. But he was probably 15 to 18 yards from me. And, well, I was about 10 minutes away from legal shooting light. So, plus it wasn't good camera light either. But anyway, the deer are on their feet, so that's a good thing. Last year, I saw the same 8-point here, right behind this stand in the field. It was snowing really hard, and he came out. It was just beautiful video. But this year, he's put on a bunch more mass, a little bit more time length. So I hear some turkeys already waking up this morning, and squirrels and birds are everywhere. So hoping it's a good day. I don't know how long I'll sit, but if the action picks up, they start moving through, then I'll sit till it ends. So we'll see what happens. Late season at its finest. Cold, snow, and hopefully deer. Stick with me. Well, it's about 1:30. I'm just going to stay the rest of the day, so hopefully the big boys start moving before too long and maybe come in this afternoon/evening, so keep my eyes peeled and hope for the best. That's all I can do right now. Alright, I just got a glimpse of some bucks coming up the draw here. A couple of them are small, but then it looked like there was some bigger one in the back. See, we got a small one there. Another decent one there. We got some behind them that one of them looked a good bit bigger, so hopefully something Slowly they worked their way in and across this saddle. I think that's the big 8 who was here this morning. Well, it isn't over yet, but the bucks went away because they heard the other deer coming in. It's been about 30 minutes since they were in here, so hoping that they follow these other deer through. I decided to hunt because we got a storm coming in, snow, rain, sleet, all that good stuff. It's supposed to start around 10, 11 o'clock. So I was hoping that maybe these big bucks would get up on their feet this morning and or be on their feet and come cruising through here. So taking a chance, but because I don't have the perfect wind, I've already seen a couple does already, and we got by with them walking right downwind of us. So I'm hoping that they come from behind me in this field. Maybe they've been down in the hay fields during the night, but I haven't seen them gather already down in the hill. So things are moving. Just hoping that one shows up. Maybe we can kill them up with this weather. So I'm trying to stay fast. Gosh, what can I say? This has been a roller coaster ride for sure. We always use that as a term, ups and downs, but it is ice cold this morning, blowing wind. I've got these big mittens on, trying to keep my hands warm, and these does started coming in. And all of a sudden, here come the 8-point down from the bottom. He messed around down there. It looked like he was eating, trying to find acorns or something down there in the oaks. But he ended up working his way in. And he locked up behind these trees. And it looks like there's a bunch of stuff in the way once again. You know, my shooting lanes aren't huge here. But there was a foot, at least a foot of good shooting lane for me to shoot through. The problem was I had to get down in my to shoot. Anyway, I ended up burying a pin and shot, and my arrow hit, man, foot right. seemed like it. I don't know. I'll have to look at the footage, but he dropped right there. I know I hit him way too far forward. I think I hit him right in front of the shoulder, almost in the base of the neck. Horrible. You know, we pride ourselves as hunters, making, you know, doing the best we can, practicing all the time, making good shots, and then inclement weather comes in, extra clothes, kneeling down at a stand, shooting through, you know, small openings and stuff, but man, I don't know what happened. We're only about 25 yards away, and as you can see, he's right there. Holy smokes.
Here's my tag that this thing was right on the edge of the soup bowl, getting ready to become tag soup here in the next couple weeks, and thankfully I was able to make it happen. Alrighty guys, well, what an absolutely phenomenal way to end a very trying, tough season for me. My season started off finding out that my wife and I were pregnant, and we had our first child before the deer season opened, and little Ryder Mason Morrison was born, and threw my deer hunting season into a crazy washing machine per se. But anyway, it's been great. It's been fun. I've had time to hunt. Been remodeling my house, unfortunately, which was actually more of a problem than anything else. But early season, I had an opportunity at a beautiful whitetail, and I shot right over top of his back. And unfortunately, after that, I had a hard time finding any big deer to hunt. So eventually I found one really good deer to hunt, and I hunted him really hard, and I came really close to killing him. I called him from way across the field, all the way in, had a decoy out. Unfortunately, he never saw the decoy, and he just came by and went down into the woods, started chasing does. So that was pretty much the last big deer that I was ever on or close to, or even a chance at seeing one. So late season rolls around, and you know, I know that there's some good deer around this area, and my buddy Carl and Kurt start talking to me about the deer that we had seen last year, and brings me to my attention that last year there was a beautiful 8-point that I filmed out in this hayfield that you know, should be a shooter this year. Well, he hadn't showed up yet, and then all of a sudden, late season here a couple weeks ago, this old boy shows back up, and you know, he put on a good bit more mass, but you could tell he was more mature. I'm not 100% sure how old this deer is. I'd say a 5-year-old, could be 6. We'll send his jaw out to get figured out. Not that it makes a difference now or any other time, but it was a beautiful deer, and I was excited to get an opportunity to harvest them. But make sure you stay safe out there, guys. Shoot straight, and I guess hope, like I said, hope you enjoyed this, and we'll see you next time, guys. Bow hunt or die.
Welcome to 2019. Frank's a little tired. He stayed up a little late. I was a good boy, like always, and I didn't. And we're headed up deer hunting. I had a picture of a big deer that we've been hunting. We call him Big D after Dustin DeCrew, because the deer's kind of a butthead, like Dustin, and he never stays in the same place. So, but he was on the food plot twice last night and once this morning. So we're headed in after him. We got the crossbow. We are heading to a box blind that we haven't hunted in, what do you think, 4 or 5 years. I mean, floor might be rotten, we don't know. We have a step ladder we have to carry in. We have the heater, and we're gonna go give it a shot. Might work, might not. That flag is showing northwest wind, which it's supposed to be straight north, but who knows? We're going for broke. So anyway, should be an eventful evening. A lot of deer back here, and who knows, we might get overrun by coons or squirrels getting in the blind too. So we'll see you there.
Well, we got in the blind. We got to be very careful. We have holes in the roof. We got holes in the back. We got holes in the floor. The floor's rotted out in the front. but I think we're safe. Our chairs are not set up for in here, so we're sitting really low. This is one of the first box ones ever built, and we never really even hunted it. But what these deer are doing is they're bedding over here on this big thick ridge, and they come up here to feed these beans. At least that's what I think they do, but the only time I hunt back here is on a south wind. So that just might be where they bed when there's a south wind. Hopefully they're bedded more in front and they'll come right out. Oh, we got about a half hour left, maybe a little less. We've had a heck of a night. We saw a lot of bucks. Saw a deer that I passed out the other night, a big 9-pointer. It was getting pretty dark the other night, but I let him walk. He's a little bit better deer than I thought he was. We haven't seen the big deer that we're near hunting yet, but we did have a big mature 8-point with its G2 busted off. A deer that we're familiar with. I had him at 54 yards, but he was in too tall the beans to shoot through all the beans. And when he turned, I wasn't ready for it. I didn't think he was just going to walk away. I figured he'd just stand here and feed on it this way. But so a botched opportunity on my part. But it's been an incredible night. All right, well, hey guys, I finally got everything set up. It's 2:50. I think it's January the 12th, but anyway, you know, you guys can see when I was walking from the truck to here, it let out of snow. I mean, it's so snicking hard you couldn't see nothing. I couldn't hardly see where I was going. I got in the blind, and there was already 5 out in front of me when I climbed up in. They were 100 yards away and couldn't see me, so anyway, that's a good sign. Rector just texted me and said he didn't end up going because where he was wanting to go, the deer had started moving at 2 o'clock on his cell cam, so you know, it could be a good night. Alright guys, well anyway, we just made it back to blind. It's 3:30. It's tore up back here. They've got most of the beans ate from last week, so I'd say 80% of them are gone. When I was in here last Sunday hunting, there was a lot of beans within 50 yards of the blind. Now not so much, but there's surely some down low along the snow. I can see some with my binoculars, and it's just littered with tracks, so they've been living in here. They have also been going behind the blind eating locust pods and drinking water out of the spring, so got high hopes for tonight. We're still hunting Big D. He's back here, we know he is. I saw him last Sunday, just ran out of light, and any other big mature deer that showed up. This time of year with all the snow we've had, in a week's time a lot can change, so anyway, we're hoping tonight that he comes out here in the beans and gets close. We've got the crossbow again, so we got some extended range. I've been really busy with ball games, haven't been shooting my bow at all, so this is definitely the best option for us for tonight.
that did not end the way that we wanted it to, but I thought for sure he would turn broadside. We had him clear down to probably, I don't know, under 25 yards, I'd say for sure. I could have shot him right in front of the front shoulder, and I thought about it about 20 times, but I just didn't want to do it. But thought for sure he'd turn broadside. Every deer in the field's walking back and forth feeding, and he does what the big ones always do, puts his head down, eats, doesn't take a step until he's out of food. So I guess Frank said he thought he heard a doe fawn or saw a doe fawn get beside us. She probably winded us, but man, I thought for sure he was going to turn there at the last minute and give us a shot, but I don't know. I guess the story, the saga for Big D continues. The deer's really starting to wear on me, but I had a shot. You know, crossbow's going to kill him deader than a hammer there if you shoot him in front of the shoulder, but just really wanted to have him broadside, make a good shot. So sucks, but at least we saw him.
All right, well, we've got in. It's freaking amazing. Quite the crapshoot. We ran 8 deer off getting back here. We probably cleared the field and then walked maybe 3 or 4 minutes. Climbed up in the blind, hauled balls back here through that deep snow. Climbed up in the blind and they started pouring right back out. They're so hungry.
All right, well, hey guys, just made it back home, got in the house. I ran out of light in the blind to do a final interview. As you could see, unfortunately, Big D come out about 15 minutes before shooting light was up. And, you know, as always, he walked up there to about 60 yards and wasn't coming any closer. So we saw a lot of deer, and I really thought we were going to get him tonight. You know, all those deer was there early. I mean, I don't even know what time it was. We hadn't been in the blind 2 or 3 minutes, and here they come. So, but anyway, he should have moved earlier than what he did, but maybe he's bedding farther away than I think, too. That could always be an issue. But he come out 15 minutes left. Had him broadside at 60, but that's just not a shot we're going to take. So he will live on till next year. As long as he survives the summer and doesn't die VHD, hopefully we get another opportunity to hunt him. So. Been a great season. Frank and I have had a heck of a year. Always great to spend a lot of time within the tree. We don't get to hunt as much together as we used to, but you know, we had a great year nonetheless. So anyway, that'll be it for us for this year, and until the spring, bow hunt or die.
All right, well, we hope you guys enjoyed those hunts. They were pretty awesome. You know, when it comes to Paul's hunt, I talked to Paul. We spent a lot of time at the Lancaster Classic together, and you know, to Paul's point, I think he said to me is, I've had a really good run of making really good shots on film since I started with Bow Hunt or Die 7 or 8 years ago. And you know, every once in a while, things just happen. Late season, a lot of cold, was twisted up a little bit, and you know what? Just yanked the shot a little bit. Fortunately for Paul, he got lucky, still made a lethal shot, put that deer down in his tracks, and sometimes that's just gonna happen. So congratulations to Paul. He hunted his butt off this year, trying to get a deer, took it down to the wire, finally got a really nice, I think mid 140s buck. So congrats to Paul. As for Clinton, man, I think he did the right thing. He hunted hard, he wanted to shoot that deer. He had several opportunities where other people may have let that arrow fly, but I think over the years, as we progress as hunters and we learn our lessons from decisions either that we make or that other people make around us, we decide, you know, when that shot is right and when that shot isn't right. And Clinton just didn't have the right shot that he felt comfortable making it a clean and ethical kill on that deer. So the deer won this time. Hopefully he survives till next year and we can watch some more footage of Clinton chasing that buck. So guys, we hope you enjoyed all of the hunts on this year's season of Bowhunt or Die. It was an interesting one, a lot of ups, lots of downs, lots of in-betweens, some new stuff. So we're really excited about season 10 coming up shortly. But before we get to season 10, we got to do the trophy photos for this last episode of the year. So let's take a look at those now. Jeff Raymer, Kevin Trockler, Lou Selimon, Mike Garrow, Morgan Deals, and Zach Whaley. All right, congratulations everybody. Thanks to everyone who sent in their trophy photos for this year's various different episodes we had. For this week, we are picking the winner as Zach Whaley. Great buck, great photo, nice big smile, which is what I personally like to see. So congratulations to Zach. Make sure you get your information over to us. We'll get you a Bowhunt or Die and Pine Ridge Archery prize pack sent out to you. So guys, that is going to officially wrap up season 9. As I said, I hope everybody enjoyed it and you're looking forward to season 10. We're gonna take about a 30-day break here, so you can expect the new episodes to start up in mid-March. We've already got guys out looking for shed antlers, doing a lot of postseason scouting, pulling stands down. I'm going to get out this weekend, hopefully do a little bit of chainsaw work, cut some of this buckthorn down on one of my properties so I can actually shoot a deer if it gets close enough to me next year. So guys, stay tuned. We got a lot of more great, I'm kind of all over the place right now, but we got a lot of great bow hunting content lined up for 2019. We got some fun video ideas, a little Todd versus Justin kind of video series we're going to be doing this year. So make sure you guys subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't already. A lot of great stuff coming in 2019. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys in about 30 days.
For more exciting action, be sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram and receive live updates from our team members as well as the latest happenings in the bow hunting and archery world. Be sure to share your photos, stories, and experiences as well. And don't forget to pick up your official bowhunting.com and Bowhunt or Die gear by visiting bowhunting.com/gear. We have a full selection of hats, shirts, decals, wristbands, and much more.
Well, folks, there goes the camera. I can't win for losing. Shaved the beard, hoping to change my luck. We'll see. I don't think that's gonna help, but at least it makes it easier. Putting my face mask on and pulling it down. I'm not pulling beard hairs out all the time. Plus, Justin Czar says, thankfully I got rid of the Amish beard. We'll see.